First, and one that I probably talk about every week to somebody, Agentic AI is currently more hype than enterprise-ready reality with meaningful large-scale deployments that are still scarce. I did a whole video of this on my other channel, and I'll go ahead and put it up here. And the reality is that I think people are not as far with Agentic AI, I think, as the tech press and the analysts are kind of leading you to believe, because obviously they're getting money from the tech providers. The tech providers want everybody to begin to use Agentic AI as much as they can because they've invested like crazy in it over the last couple of years and certainly have hyped the heck out of it, but they're not seeing the uptake. And the reality is Agentic AI is not for everything. In other words, there's very few use cases where it's going to be of value, and picking those use cases and finding those use cases is going to be hard. The other thing, Agentic AI is very expensive. In other words, it's probably 10 times the amount of money than a traditional application development counterpart. In building an Agentic AI system, it's more cost more to operate, operational complexity, obviously with these multi-agent systems, that kind of stuff. I don't think people really kind of understand that in terms of the realities of the business. And so deployments are scarce. We're going to see an increasing number, but I don't think we're going to see the scale that the tech industry is calling for right now. And leading to that, and kind of on the same topic, rushing into Agentic AI without a clear value roadmap is an expensive trap that wastes time, money, and resources. I'm seeing this a lot. Obviously MIT, announced, I think it's probably 6 months old at this time, 95% of the AI projects are failing. And I would say with the agentic realm, it's probably higher than that. And the reality is that enterprises are rushing at it without a plan. In other words, how they're going to use it, how it's going to add value, and the kind of problems that they're looking to solve. They just kind of take a knee-jerk reaction and start building things using generative and obviously now agentic AI that may use generative or not. And that's obviously a huge mistake. You got to have a strategy. You got to figure out what the purpose of this technology is going to be. And the big thing is you got to have money, because this stuff is going to be expensive. And you're finding that many of the CIOs out there that are asking to move to AI, whether it's generative or agentic deployments, things like that, they just don't have the resources to do it. They're looking at the price tag, and it's many times what they thought it was going to be. And therefore for them, it's a no-go. And that's what we're seeing in the market right now.